On this episode of One Foot Flipper, I find the buy of my dreams. Stay tuned.
One foot flipper.
Hey everybody, Paige here, the One Foot Flipper. If you've been watching me, you may know that I'm a big proponent of not owing any money to anything, living below your means, and saving as much as you can. But the first 2 weeks of 2024 have conspired against me quite a bit. I'm now 2 weeks in. I am at $26,000 in either unexpected expenses or cyclical expenses that are often years apart. Thank you, Parker. Here, 2 weeks into 2024, I have had $26,000 in expenses beyond the normal bills. I had some expensive automobile repairs, having to pay for a completely new furnace and air conditioning system, and I've got a new prosthetic leg that I'm going to have to probably hit that $8,000 max out of pocket on, and that has devastated my savings. So I'm actually going to have some real motivation to really have to start making some money, and fairly quickly. Last year I was able to not work as hard or just beat it as hard on eBay because we were doing good. The money was building up a little bit every month. House was paid for, all the cars were paid for, everything was fine. I was still adding a little bit of money every month, so I was able to concentrate, make lots of YouTube videos, and still do my reselling, but not knock myself out doing it. And I might have to knock myself out back doing it, especially since I didn't get one killer buy last year. As in killer buy, I mean where I go out and I fill a van load or two with things that are in my specialty, tabletop gaming, and sell that stuff over the period of a year. I didn't have one of those buys last year. My biggest buy last year were records, and those were honestly a bit of a mistake, or at least the way I listed them was I put too much effort into the listings on the low dollar ones, which just cost me a fortune in labor that I could have been spending on listings for things that would sell for more than $3. So now I'm going to have to double up and buckle down, and hopefully I can find some things that are up my alley or find some bulk buys that are going to work for me. Somebody did recently contact me. They're sending me a bulk box of Warhammer that I'm going to buy from them, so thank you. Anybody else, you find stuff like that that's obviously in my specialty, not in yours, you don't want to deal with it, if you'd like to pass the deal on to me, I would be happy to buy that from you and let you get your money back for it, and I can move on and make the money off of it. Of course you'll get some extra. I'm not asking for any freebies or any handouts here, but if you see those boxes of fantasy or science fiction figures, or that row of D&D books, although I don't expect anybody to send me the D&D books, those are a little bit too easy. But the miniature figures, those are so research heavy that unless you really want to get into it, it may not be worth your time to try to learn those. I've already put the research in on them. All right, let's hope the rest of the video can be a bit happier, shall we? All right, let's do a few sales. Sold this 1994 Yosemite Sam latch hook kit. They can make some sort of carpet, $49.99. Sold in about a day and a half, because apparently there's 3 different kits of Yosemite Sam like that, but I'm the only one who had that kit. Sold 4 packs, pretend like I've got in my hand, of Topps Hero Season 1 trading cards, $9.52 total. 2 days in a row I sell a Ziggy doll, different ones, $5.64. A box of assorted train circuit boards and parts for model trains, $13.72. Nothing really to look at, so I'm not going to open it. Sold a wall telephone, push button model, $22.81. Got that from Metal Bubble, so mark a little money on his sheet. And couldn't find this last video, but I found it today. A lot of sports memorabilia, St. Louis area based. It was only about 32 bins off of where it should have been. Even where the photo showed it moved itself about 32 bends over. Alright, back to the rest of the video. Hey, since this is mostly a what sold video, I guess I'll go up and update my year-to-date sales. It's the 18th of January, 3:30 in the afternoon. Year-to-date sales are $3,937.49 between both eBay accounts. No sales of significance off of eBay. Sales have been pretty bad the last few days, although I haven't listed or done much anything the last few days because my furnace has been broken and they've either been down here replacing the furnace or it's been too cold to even go down here. But they got it in yesterday, so now I can actually go down here again. And the area down here had some vents that I blocked off a long time ago because it would get incredibly cold during the summertime when the AC would come on down here, so I unblocked the vents, so maybe some of that heat will actually come down here. I sold this seashell stamp for $2.95. You're not going to be seeing much more things like this in my store. I'm going to be going through my store and taking out everything below $3 and beginning to lot those things up. Especially after I analyze things in my last major video about how much I make off of about clearing different amounts per order and how many orders you have to ship and all that. I want to make sure I'm clearing more, at least. Bleh. You ever not know how to talk at all? That's what's going on right now. I have no idea how to speak because I added a ring light to my camera and now I've lost my mind. I'm insane now. I think it's because my GoPro is now upside down on in the rig with the mirror camera, where I almost never have it upside down. Do you think that's it? I don't know. Either way, in a recent video, I examined what kind of annual salary you'd make clearing a certain amount of money per order and doing that full time. And I figured out the lowest possible I want to clear per order is about $250. And honestly, I want it to be way, way, way higher than that, but I can only do what I can do. I can't source as good as some people, you know. You may not have to sell items over $10 to get through. Well, I do, so F you, and yeah. Okay, let's continue. Sold a death pile monster to, I'm assuming viewer, Teresa, Shooting Star Trading Post. I'll put a link to her store down in the description. She did not leave a message, so hey, thanks, Teresa. I have lots of things up on eBay. Sometimes people want me to crack something out of a lot, but they expect to crack it out at, like, you know, if there's 20 things in the lot, they expect to crack that item out at $1. I had this Warhammer pendant in a lot of random gaming items, both tabletop and video game items, that I think was up for $23. And the person said this was the only item they were interested in. What could I do? And I looked at the listing, and I saw it would be very easy for me to edit this out of the photos. So I offered the person $15.95 shipped. He said yes, made the listing for him, and he bought it immediately. And I just edited this out of the photos on the other listing. Sold some Games Workshop Warhammer dice from the 90s, $19.99 for the set. And I sold a Department 56 Dickens Village Giggleswitz Mutton and Ham with lights and bonus figures. This sold for $18.49. This survived Christmas. Survived my 50% off Christmas sale that I ran for about a week before Christmas, and then now sells after Christmas. Should open this up and make sure the bonus figures are inside. No idea why they wouldn't be inside, but the last thing I want to do is ship that thing out and have them not be there. So, catch you in a few minutes. Sold a Mittens teacup and saucer. I'll pop it up on the screen since this one's already wrapped up for $11. My wife sourced this since it's glass because I'm not sourcing glass. You ever have one of those buys that's just almost too good to be true? I just had one of those. I was with Carrie, American Arbitrage. We were in Orlando at the Trash to Cash Winter Bash. We were driving from one place to another. Carrie was driving, and we noticed there was a sign that said book sale outside this community college there. Since we didn't have to be to the next place for like 45 minutes, we decided, hey, let's go in and check it out. And we go in there, look around for a few minutes, not seeing very much. All the books are in big boxes, and it's $5 per box. Till we go into another room, and there's about 35 boxes full of role-playing game books in there. New ones, old ones back to the 70s, Dungeons and Dragons, the kind of stuff that I just sell like crazy. I can't believe it. Kerry picks just a couple because he's not really into that sort of thing. He just picks a couple because he remembers the books from when he was younger. I buy the rest of them. We load them on up, load them on up, go on back, and later on we're eating and I'm bragging about it to various people. And I'm sitting there bragging about the buy to my friend Billy. Then I start thinking, why is Billy here? Billy's not a reseller. Billy works at an optometrist. I'm not awake. I'm not awake right now, am I? And I just kind of whoosh my hand in front of Billy, and Billy disappears. Then I open my eyes and realize that no, my buy of the lifetime wasn't real. It was a dream indeed. And that's how my day started this morning about 5 a.m. I didn't go to Trash to Cash Winter Bash. I did not buy 35 boxes of role-playing game books for $5 each. Nor did I see my friend Billy. Miss you, Billy. Come over. All right, let's get into the rest of it. Oh boy, do I love me some Pokemon customers. Sometimes I wish you could cancel orders with... Don't you wish that you could cancel orders with no repercussions? Because I gotta love me some customers. Particular customer, a Pokemon customer. Imagine that, you know. Imagine some man-child obsessed with Pikachu gonna go nuts on you, right? He ordered a Pokemon puzzle. 200-piece puzzle. I put in the descriptions that these puzzles ship unassembled. Because when they came as a promo item, they were assembled, but the only thing they had was shrink wrap for packaging, and it was hard to ship those safely without spending $10+ to ship the things. So, you know, I crumbled the puzzle apart and put it in a padded envelope, and it says that right in the listing. The word unassembled is right in the title. But that's not good enough for this guy. But let's start at the beginning. First message. Hello, when do you plan on to ship this? That was the morning after he ordered it, which was a Saturday, by the way. I replied, you bought Friday after the order's already left the building. Saturday is a business day for us, and today is a postal holiday, so it will go out tomorrow. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that. And what's the next message? Next message is Tuesday morning, about noon. Hello, I just checked the tracking number. This hasn't been shipped. Is everything okay? You know, and I reply, yes, it has been shipped. It just hasn't been scanned in yet. Then, today, he receives his item. First message. You did not send this to me Thai way it advertised in the ad. Nice English there. I ordered it in the plastic the way it comes when new. You sent it to me in pieces. They're Ferroni. I need my money back because I need it untouched, still wrapped in plastic. Here's the fun part, and he just screwed himself over. Because, honestly, he could have just filed not as described, and I'd been fine. But he had to threaten me instead. If you refund my money, I will not leave a bad review. If you refuse, I will have to get my money back by using eBay, and I'll be forced to leave a poor review. It's much easier for us both if you just refund me, because this is not right what you did. And I sent a reply. Hi, the first sentence of the item description is as follows. This store promo puzzle will ship unassembled. It never had any original packaging other than the shrink wrap. Shipping it assembled greatly increases the shipping cost. If you want one already put together, then other sellers have them for more money. That's the description of the item. Then I go on to say, I have done absolutely nothing to you. I sent you the exact product you ordered. Go ahead and file the refund, though. So, isn't that fun? Okay. After I replied to him, he replied back, now claiming that the puzzle was also missing pieces. And I replied back again. I said, it isn't, but you can certainly claim that when you file your refund. This isn't a used puzzle. I have 20 of them. I repackaged them because they cannot safely be shipped flat without spending about $10 on the shipping. I get it. I understand, buddy. You didn't read the description. And you want to make that out to be me trying to get something over on you somehow. Just file the refund. I won't be disputing it. Signed, Paige. So the interesting thing is he answered my message almost immediately, but hasn't filed the return. Wonder why. Maybe he's one of those people who can't file returns anymore. There are some of those, you know, the more abusive buyers. It does happen to them. Believe it or not, I have a few sales. I had one customer spend $66.57. He got 2 Ultra Pro Grumpy Cats. I got one of these left. They clip onto something and they've got a pouch in the back where you can put stuff. Pretty cool, although that meme's 10 years old now. And he got about 30 packs of card sleeves, something like that. Total of $66.57 plus shipping. And he's a repeat buyer, but not a viewer. He's just somebody who realized that I have good deals on card supplies. Here's a Christmas ornament. It's supposed to say Josh. It doesn't say Josh. Now that Christmas is over, I'm going to probably actually have to go inventory my ornaments, because this variety of ornament seems to have the complete wrong list of names associated with it. Every one I go to pull, it's just not there at all. You know, I could see being out of one of something, but if I'm supposed to have 5 of these and I've got 0 that say 5 that say Josh and I've got 0 that say Josh, there's something wrong with the name list. First Family, a record album, $274. I considered that weird because I showed that album in either my last video or the video beforehand. But the person who bought it, they're not an eBay seller. They have no seller feedback or anything like that. So I doubt they're a viewer. If you are a viewer, please let me know. All right. It's been a terrible sales day so far, and that's all I got. So have you ever dreamed about a buy and then woke up to find out it wasn't real? If you have, why don't you tell me about it in the comments? I think that's about all I got for today. Thanks for watching.